How old John Wick is in every movie. The John Wick franchise spans 4 movies, a prequel TV show, and an additional spin-off movie releasing this year. However, all 5 movies, spin-off included, take place relatively close together, making the John Wick timeline feel condensed. Additionally, John Wick's age is never said, with his tombstone at the end of John Wick, Chapter 4 lacking a birth year. With all the movies set within a few months of each other, Wick wouldn't have aged much on screen, as evidenced by his appearance looking similar in each one. In an interview with the producer Basil Iwanik, revealed that behind the scenes, John Wick does have an official age. The producers like to think of Wick as a middle-aged man, giving him lots of years of experience and backstory to work with. Iwanik also mentioned that the first 3 movies all take place within 2 months of each other, while the 4th pushes the narrative 8 months into the future. In total, the 4 movies fill up about a year of Wick's life, despite taking a decade to bring to the screen. John Wick is 52 at the start of John Wick 1. Iwanik's comments placed John Wick as 52 during the events of the first film. His backstory remains shrouded in mystery, with no clear mention of when he became a hitman, but there are enough clues throughout the movies to show that he's been in the game for a while. Excluding the majority of his backstory gives John a more menacing feel, and his nicknames add another layer to his reputation. John Wick goes by many names, showing how different missions have contributed to his legacy, and how many enemies he has made along the way. Keanu was 49 when the first movie was filmed in 2014, making him 3 years younger than the character he plays. The closeness in age makes the movie more accurate, as Reeves is allowed to play essentially his own age. However, Reeves also ages as the movies go along while John does not, creating potential timeline issues if the franchise continues. If a John Wick 5 were to happen, the John Wick franchise must have a time jump to allow Wick and Reeves to have similar ages again. The John Wick movies take place in less than a year. John barely gets a chance to breathe in his movies, let alone age. Iwanik confirmed that the franchise timeline is very short, with the first quadrilogy spanning just under a year. The longest jump between movies is the 8 months between John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum and Chapter 4, moving the franchise farther than ever before. However, the lack of time jumps allows John's story to be shown in as much detail as possible, giving his present more attention than his past. If anything, John's age makes his feats in these movies more impressive. For a man with that many miles on his body, he holds up surprisingly well, making him one of the strongest characters in the John Wick franchise. With his years finally revealed, any future for John Wick will hopefully account for his actor's age as well, moving the franchise into the future.